Hey guys, Ross here. Welcome back to the channel to a brand new video for Arena Breakout in light of closed beta test 2. Very nearly here. So guys, in this video, I'm going to give you all the best main loot spots for the Farmland map. Now this is the first map you'll come on, and this is the most frequented places where you're going to find top loot, basically. You're not going to find top loot every single time, as you will see in this video, because I do loot these places in the video, but I will show you my overall loot from just looting these places. I'm not going to loot any scarves, I'm not going to loot anywhere else, just the places shown in the video, and you'll see exactly how much gear or coin profit I get from it. So without further ado guys, if you do us a great massive favour, hit that subscribe button, check the links in the description for lots of other things, and let's get straight into it. Right, so guys, this is Farmland, the very first map you do indeed come to as you start the game. You'll not unlock another map until about level 6 or 7 or something like that. So guys, as you can see, you're going to spawn either the left side or the right side, and that will determine where your extraction point's on. As you can see, in this case, I've spawned on the right and my extraction's on the left. So this video is going to be all the loot places from starting at the right-hand side. You can, of course, do this from the left. It's just in a sort of reverse order. Now, I wouldn't recommend you check out all these places. I would recommend you check out a couple of them per game, because obviously there'll be a lot of other players running around. I am in fact on the early access here, so I'm pretty much by myself. Relatively safe, though a couple of scarves do hurt as time I'm running around. So anyway guys, we're going to go straight to the first place right now. So guys, the first place is the main warehouse. Now a lot of people just run straight through this trying to get to other places, but it is quite good at finding trade goods you can use for trading, and you do occasionally find some purple items. I didn't this time, but I have found drills and hydraulics, etc. lying on the tables, lying on the floor, or in either of these two cases. A little bit away from the warehouse, guys, you've got a crashed helicopter that is marked on the map, as you can see here. Now, this has got an airdrop at it. On block A, there's another airdrop on the map, but this is the only one in this mode. And it usually has some guns in, some gear, maybe some grenades. A lot of people do beeline for this, especially naked runners. Try to get some early on gear. So if you're struggling for armor, backpacks, maybe it's a shotgun, or occasionally an SKS, do check out this little crate. It's worth it. Now guys, to the south of the helicopter, at the bit like the bottom of the map from where the crashed helicopter is, you've got the villa. Not to be confused as the motel, which is one of the high tier loot zones. A lot of people say that's the villa. This is the villa, and a lot of people don't know it's called that because in Chinese, obviously, it's not called a villa. But anyway, in here, guys, you've got quite a few things. You've got a weapon crate, you've got jackets to check, you've got little sports bags, and you've got a 3-tier cabinet that's a very high chance spawn of keys, etc. And also on the table next to the little cabinet, or set of drawers, whatever you want to call it, you have a chance of spawn armor and bags. This time I didn't get a decent one, but sometimes I've seen tier 4, tier 5 just lying there for the taking. Right, next guys, towards the middle of the map you've got the outdoor storage area. Now this can be quite easy to find. It's in the middle of 2 farm fields, and there's usually a couple of scouts kicking about in the general area. Now this place is one of the places I go to the most if I'm on a farm run, even if I'm escaping that way or I'm going past it on the way towards stables or motel, because there's 2 jackets in here that have a very high chance of spawning keys and gold items. You also have a small weapons crate and a long weapons crate that sometimes might have something decent in. It's worth checking out. As well as, I didn't do it in this video, but there's a couple of boxes around the vicinity that do spawn items on top of it, like toilet roll, etc., that you can just use for trading. Right everyone, this is called Wheatfield Hut on the map. However, you'll find a lot of players refer to it as Sniper Tower, as it is in fact a tower, and a scarf spawns on the roof and has usually got a sniper rifle like an SKS or a Mosin. So this is a good place to loot because of 2 reasons. You've got a ground floor and you've got a first floor. On the ground floor we've got a 4-tier set of drawers and a med box, which usually has decent stuff in, high chance of spawning keys and purple items. And upstairs we've got a table in the middle that always has cash on. Sometimes it's say 300 like this time. Sometimes it's got 3 stacks of 300, and then you've got a 3-tier drawer and a little suitcase on the floor. Again, these sort of things are really high chance of spawning keys and small purple items, even gold items at times. Right, so here, guys, we've got the high tier loot. So now this is classed as the high tier because you can get the boss scav spawning here with his boss guards. So it is quite important to note that, you know what I mean, because he can't just gun you down within seconds if you're not kitted for it. Of course, a lot of players do come here as well, so, you know, take it easy when you're in this sort of location. Now, this is for the upstairs alone. Upstairs, we've got a little room on the right here you're about to see with a suitcase in and a jacket, and then you've got a med box, and then in the main part of the area, you've got a weapons crate, you've got a room with jackets and bags in, good place for keys, then you've got a safe, a free safe, free to open safe with a sports bag next to it, and then the room right next to that has got a weapons crate in. So that's for upstairs, and we're going to move downstairs in a second. Right, so like I say, guys, same area, you're just moving downstairs now into the main area. You can come in a couple of ways. There's the main entrance, there's where the reception is, and you've got the pool table where that I've just came in here. Now there is a med box in here, which you've just seen me open, and if you move back into the kitchen, you've got quite a few things to take note of. Now you can go to the main reception, there's a white briefcase in there and a till where you can get some money from, but it does leave you open to shots from the front, so I don't really go there that much. But in the kitchen, we've got a green box on the table that does spawn weapon parts. That table itself has a chance of spawning scopes and full, in fact, weapons. I found a fully kitted AK-74M on there before. And in the back room, like the laundry room or kitchen, whatever room you want to call it, there's an advanced weapon box in here that you can check out for some decent stuff. Right, guys, second last place for this video is, of course, the stables, which is the lower tiered but still high tiered area. You can get a scav boss spawning here all the same, so do be wary of that. There is, of course, a lot of regular scavs around the area. Now, there's 3 places I want you to take note of in this area. There's a little box on a pillar as you go in that has got usually good grenades and sometimes decent ammo inside, so make sure you do check out that. If you go upstairs, there's another free safe. There's 2 free safes on farm. This is the second one. You can get some decent stuff from that. And then if you wander around the corner a little bit to a fenced off area, we do have an advanced weapon crate. Now, advanced weapon crates are the best places to find good guns. Right, finally, guys, we've got the lower building of Produce Trading Post, which is a computer room and a little lobby downstairs. Now, this is a good place to start or a good place to end, depending on which side of the map you do start on. Downstairs, we've got a computer tower and a sports bag. Computer tower is usually good for finding purple items such as SSDs, etc. You can just find them in the computer tower, so they're worth checking out when you do find them. Upstairs, we've got several things for you to loot. We've got a little briefcase, which could have decent stuff in. We've got several computer towers, we've got items spawn on the tables, and we've got a 4-tier set of drawers for you to check as well. If you do have the key for the room, you can go in there. And after you're done here, you can go outside to the little sort of bridge where the scav sits on top of the SKS, and there's 2 ammo crates there, which usually spawn purple ammo. So that's it for this one. Right, so guys, this has been the best places for you to loot on farm. I am going to do a separate video to this on farm as well, where I reveal to you my secret loot areas on farm, which I'll go through all the bits that people aren't necessarily known of, you know, little tiny catches and stuff where you can find some decent items and get some profit from it. Now, as you can see, guys, after this raid, I got 112k, which just for looting them places shown in the video, I don't think is that bad. By the time I sell all this stuff, you know what I mean, I'm going to have some, at least enough to build a gun, get some ammo, and maybe some armor along with that. Now, if I repeat this a couple of times, imagine how much money I'm going to have, assuming no players kill us. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, you do find it helpful, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you in the very next one. I do plan to do videos like this for the other maps. I just need to get around to recording them. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.